Hey folks, welcome back to your Week 10 NFL picks here on the Vegas Don channel for entertainment purposes only. It's just a little something fun we like to do here on our in our online community for the Vegas Don channel. Last week we went 14-1. We picked 14 out of 15 correctly. That's very rare. The pendulum swings back and forth, right, left to right. So the law of averages will certainly kick in at some point and send us back packing. But that brings our season average up to a 64% win percentage. That's straight up, not against that evil betting line. So 64% straight up for the year. Let's see if we can do some damage to that. Let's jump right into tonight's game here in Week 10. We got the Ravens hosting the Bengals of Cincinnati. The Ravens are 6.5-point favorites here. I believe the Ravens will win this one at home over under 52.5. So they're expecting a little bit of scoring here. I think the line's going to stay a little bit under. I think defense is what's going to win this game for the Ravens. So I do think that they will cover, but I don't think that they will exceed that point total of 52.5 for the over-under. And then we have Sunday's games. The Panthers, the Kittens of Carolina, are hosting the Giants of New York or New Jersey in Germany. I believe they're in Tottenham or something. I don't know. Munich, maybe? Anyway, so the Giants are actually 6.5-point favorites here in this one. I'm inclined to take the Panthers. The Panthers look pretty interesting. I'm going to call the upset and say that the Panthers are going to pull this one off. Bryce Young is going to come back and he's going to be able to pull this thing off for them across the pond. And I don't think that they will. They don't need to cover because they're the underdog. So I do think that they will win outright over under 40.5. I think that they will probably go under that 40.5. Neither team is really capable of scoring all that much. And then we have the Chiefs hosting the Broncos. Very easy pick here. The Chiefs are 7.5-point favorites. I think the Chiefs will win, but I think it'll be under that point total. They're when they're winning this year, they're winning by less than a touchdown or at least one possession. So I think that the Chiefs will win, but that point total, I believe they'll win by less than the 7.5. And then you have a point total of 41.5. I think it'll probably be just over that one. I see the Broncos being able to score a couple of touchdowns at least, but the Chiefs will prevail at home. And then you have the Commanders of Washington. The Washington's taking on the Steel Town of Pittsburgh. The Washingtons are 2.5-point favorites in this one. The Steel Town folks are on the road here. That's probably why they're underdogs. 44.5 for your point total. I definitely think that the Commanders will win this one. They're 7-2. They're also undefeated at home so far this season. Over under a 44.5. I think that they'll probably go under on this on the over under on that one there. I do think that they will cover the 2.5-point spread as well. Probably win by like 3, maybe 4 points, something like that. But I do believe they'll prevail at home. And then you have the Vikings traveling down into North Florida to take on the Jaguars of Jacksonville. Vikings are 7-point favorites in this one. See no reason to believe that the Jags will be able to win this one. I think that the Vikings will win. I think that they will cover over under 44.5. I think they'll probably stay under on that one. Jaguars just can't score. They're 2-7 and 2-2 at home, and that home record includes a win over across the pond in London town, or England at least. So I will definitely take the Vikings on the road in that one. And then we have the Falcons traveling into New Orleans. Marching into New Orleans to take on the Saints. The Falcons are 4-point favorites in this one. Definitely take the Falcons. Definitely take the points. 46.5. I think they're probably going to go under on that one. Don't see a lot of scoring coming out of the Saints after that 2-0 start. They looked really, really strong and then just splat right after that. So I'm going to take the Falcons on the road there. And then you have the Buccaneers hosting the San Francisco 49ers. So the 49ers are 6-point favorites in this one. West Coast traveling to East Coast, playing in the early time slot. This doesn't go very well a lot of times for the West Coast team traveling east and playing at what is, according to their bodies, 10 a.m. I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this one. I'm going to call another upset. I think the Buccaneers will prevail in this one. 50.5 for your point total. I believe that the Buccaneers will probably stay under that. I don't think that the San Francisco 49ers will be able to score a whole lot of points going all the way back east like that. But I think the Bucs will definitely prevail outright. And then you have the Bills traveling into Indy to take on the Colts of Indianapolis. Bills, I definitely believe, will win. There's no reason to believe that they won't. The Colts just completely collapsed last week against Minnesota. Bills are 4-point favorites in this one. They'll definitely cover that. 47.5. I think the point spread will probably stay under on that. I don't think the Colts are going to score all that much. So definitely take the Bills on the road. And then you have the Bears of Chicago hosting the Patriots of Boston or Foxborough or New England. The Bears are 6-point favorites at home. Kind of surprising, given that they've been so wildly inconsistent this year, the Bears have. But they're 4-4 overall, but 4-0 at home. So that's maybe one of the reasons that the point spread's so high. I believe that they will win. I could see this, the over-under is 38.5. I could see this being a 3-point victory for the Bears. That point spread really scares me. I think that they will probably go under on the over-under, and that the Bears will win, but it'll be under that 6-point spread. And then the late games, the Titans of Tennessee travel all the way out, take I-40 all the way out west to Los Angeles. They're in Los Angeles now to take on the Chargers. The Chargers are 7-point favorites in this one. A big point spread at home. Chargers are 2-1 at home, 38.5. I believe the Chargers will win and will prevail in this one. I believe they will cover that line. They may just go over that over under 38.5. So I'm going to say the over on that one. And then the Eagles. This is a fun one. The NFC East battle. Philly takes on the Cowboys in Texas Stadium, AT&T Stadium, whatever they're calling it nowadays. The Eagles are 7-point road favorites in this division battle. I'm kind of hesitant to take the Eagles here because you never know with the division battle which way it's going to go. But I'm going to take the Eagles. I think they will cover 43.5. I think they'll probably go under on that point spread, but definitely think that they will win, and I'm hoping that they will cover that one. And then we have the Jets flying almost all the way across the country into the desert to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals are 2-point home underdogs in this one, and that entices me. I'm going to call another upset. I believe that the Cardinals will prevail at home against the fast airplanes. Aaron Rodgers, I just don't believe in him anymore. He's just not whom he used to be. 46.5 for the over-under. I think they'll probably go over on this over-under. Neither team is playing terrific defense right now. So I think that the Cardinals will win, certainly go over that over-under 46.5. And then you have the Lions taking on the Texans on Sunday night. This is a very tough call. Lions are on the road here, and they're 3.5-point favorites. I'm going to take the Lions in this. The Lions have only lost one game all year now. They're 7-1, 3-1 on the road. They've kind of gotten their ship back together and full steam ahead. I think they will win. I think they will cover over under 48.5. I think they'll probably stay under on that. They have to in order to make sure they win and defeat the Texans in Houston. So going to take the Lions there. Monday night's game brings us my Dolphins traveling across the country to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are a 1-point favorite in this one. I have to take the Rams. I have to take the home team. The Dolphins just look, I mean, they played Buffalo tough last week, but they're just not, they have like these Ferraris that are sitting out there in their garage that they're using to go back and forth to the grocery store. Their Ferraris are named Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Odell Beckham Jr., and they're just not doing anything with them. It's like I don't understand why they can't just open it up like they had been doing in earlier seasons. And then Tua should not be out there running at all. He ran for a first down last week, which was scary to watch. But I think that the Dolphins will lose, unfortunately. Of course, me being a Dolphin fan, but the Rams will prevail at home, and they will cover over under 50.5. I believe they will stay under on that 50.5. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We will see you again next week. Let me know your thoughts and drop your comments down, and let me know whom you pick and how you feel about my picks and why I'm way off on my picks. And we'll see how we do at the end of Week 10. We'll see you next week, folks.